Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Whenever you are choosing to practice is absolutely correct. Let's begin in a comfortable seated position. But before you get too comfortable, let's become aware of what is accessible, as our intention today is to create a sustainable movement practice, noticing the ways in which we can move and releasing the ways in which we are noticing that are not accessible movement patterns. So, with that being said, make sure you have either a block or two blocks, something to support your lumbar spine to begin with, as well as something to create an extension of your limbs when we go into more of a flow, providing that support with the flat back. Also, if you have a pillow, that would also suffice. You can place that underneath your lumbar to support, I should say, underneath your bum to support your lumbar spine. Also, if you have a strap, that would be great. And then meet me in the center of your mat. Hmm. Using that block or pillow or bolster, go ahead and place it right underneath, moving the ischium bone back, really grabbing the butt cheeks and splitting them apart. By practicing at home or in your specific space, we can release the limiting beliefs around how things look and notice the accessibility within our body. What does it feel like? Let's go ahead and establish our breath, beginning with those 3 rounds of adaptogenic breathing, where we'll breathe in for 4 counts and exhale for 4 counts, creating that light constriction in the back of the throat. This activates our vagus nerve, specifically our ventral vagal, by creating that slight constriction to the back of the throat, beginning with an audible exhalation of You can take a moment, maybe with your eyes softening or closing them completely, and imagine fogging up a mirror, making that sound as you inhale. And then as you exhale, 2 more rounds. This time closing your mouth, but still creating that sound. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. You got this. And my suggestion is utilizing this breath throughout your practice. Remembering it's an adaptogenic breathing technique, meaning that if you're noticing your cortisol is high, this is going to help self regulate, soothe, inviting in more of that parasympathetic nervous system. If you're noticing that you're feeling a bit drowsy or maybe lethargic, this will also, without spiking your cortisol, this will also help support giving you that sustainable energy throughout your practice. Remembering that light constriction in the back of the throat, activating that vagus nerve, that ventral vagal, that social engagement system where we can self soothe, self regulate. Placing one hand on your heart, one hand on your abdomen. Feel free to repeat this internally. May this practice heal and strengthen both our bodies and our minds. May this practice heal and strengthen both our bodies and our minds. Honoring your body, your mind, and your heart. Inhale, extend the arms up over your head like a good morning stretch, awakening your proprioception, your body in space by opening and closing your hands a few times. Go ahead and create a little bit of energy, a little bit of friction, just simply engagement of the sensory system, right? You can think of this as like sensory foraging, where we're noticing what does it feel like to touch our toes, place our feet, bottoms of the feet, maybe creating that little brisk of friction, activation, sending energy up to the neural pathways of their foot. Beautiful. Go ahead and cross with the shin or ankle, moving the ischium bone back, going from side to side, just like a pendulum. Just a gentle press into the hip flexors, then go ahead and just a little nice massage, just squeezing, noticing your fascia. Is it tight? Remember, your fascia is the soft encasing around our muscles. But with time and overall daily stressors, sometimes it can get a little bit tense. And we might notice that. We might notice the impairment that it can create in our movement patterns. So, just a little gentle massage here, coming back to your breath in case you lost it. And then the next inhale, arms go out and up, palms touch, look up, shrug, unshrug, and release, opening up to the right side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Gentle axle rotation. Scoop the tailbone in. Slight protraction. Then inhale, lengthen the spine. And release. Inhale, arms going out and up. Palms touch. Look up. Isometric activation, meaning we're not just clap and that's it. We're creating an active, pressing our palms together, winging out the elbows, opening the chest, opening the heart, and twist other side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Remembering that opposite hand, so the one that's behind you, you can create little arches in the fingertips, pressing into that block, the pillow, the mat, the ground. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale. And exhale, twist. Slowly, gently bring your head first, followed by the arms. Open up. We're going to do 3 rounds where we inhale, extend, exhale, cactus, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Inhale, exhale, release. 2 more like that. Inhale, exhale, cactus. Inhale, exhale, release. Last one. Inhale, exhale, cactus. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Open up the heart. Level advance. Smile. Getting that dopamine, the serotonin. And release. Then shake it out. Letting grab the block, place it to the top, highest level. Grab the other block, place the top, highest level. Coming into that tabletop position here. Spread your fingers wide, keeping the shoulders in line with the wrist crease. Swivel your elbow crease forward, creating that energetic lock. Protract the shoulders, release the head. Coming into the organic spinal movement patterns, need a little extra width in between the knees. Letting this feel so good and nourishing. Protract, creating that sense of foraging in your body, a sensory foraging experience. What is that like as you notice the ground beneath you, noticing your own biomechanics? And becoming forward, remembering to protect your wrists. Always spread the fingers wide, clawing the mat as if you're a cat, maybe even kneading. And getting into the shoulders. Maybe imagining your spine like a jump rope. Inhale and exhale. Protract the shoulders, scoop the tailbone in, and release. Let's go through some cat-cows, but slowly, gently, easily, and effortlessly. Protract your shoulders, curl around the spine, coming into that neutral back, and then slowly, gently piking the hips up, looking up. 3 rounds like that. Curl around, protract. And release, slow, gentle, flat back. In between, feel free to go from side to side, remembering creating a bit more of a dynamic approach into what maybe at one point felt like more of a stagnant posture. When we create more fluidity, it's a way of training our autonomic nervous system to notice the ways in which we can soothe and self-regulate. Last pull around, protract, scoop the tailbone in, and retract, release. Coming into that neutral, natural flat back. Go ahead and tuck the toes, support balance. Inhale, extend the right toes, extend the left hand. We're going to go into a few. Inhale, lift. engagement of the core that transfers abdominis deep 6, and just pulse it for 3, for 2, and 1. Curl around, left elbow, right knee, tap. Inhale, extend. And release, curl around, tap. Last one. Inhale, extend, squeeze, activating those butt fibers, curl around, and release. Other side. Extend the left toes, lift the left foot, extend the right hand, and pulsing it for 3, for 2, and 1. Curl around, protract, right elbow, left knee, tap. Remembering an option is to tuck the toes on the supporting leg, the one that's making contact, the foot that's making contact with the ground. Curl around, 2 more. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, curl around. Last one, engagement of the transverse abdominis, one of your deep 6 muscles. And release. Go ahead and spread the fingers wide. Curl the toes. A little undulation here. Tuck the tailbone. Coming through the flat back. Pike your hips up. Curl around. Getting into that pelvis. Remembering our pelvis is a muscle, so we want to really take some time. Tone it. Curl around, lift the knees, press the heels back energetically. First down dog of our practice. Push the mat away, press the heels down, micro bend the knees, getting into that twerking motion. Audible exhale. Press. Press the fingertips into the mat. Gently nod the head yes, shake the head no. Loading a bit more weight into the left. Lift the right foot, bend the right knee, open up the right hip, donkey kicks. Flexing those toes, that dorsal flexion of the ankle joint. Activating those butt fibers. And close the hip, curl around. Protract the shoulders. Bring the knee as close to the chest as possible. Right knee. Right elbow, tap. Inhale, extend, curl around, protract. Right knee, left elbow, tap. Curl around, protract. One more full around. Right knee, right elbow, tap. Extend. Last one. And tap. Extend. Ooh, go ahead and bring the right knee as close to chest as possible, coming onto the right fingertips, and then grabbing for the shin, ankle, heel toe, heel toe. Lowering that left knee, grabbing for those blocks on the highest level, and getting into a little bit of seesaw. What I like to do is I pull that right hip back as I open up a little bit and going back and forth into the ankle joint, maybe even lifting the hip up. Just creates a little extra spaciousness. You can walk blocks forward, opening the chest. And release. Place the blocks in front. Reground the hands. Tuck the toes of the left foot. Bring the right foot to meet the left. Other side. Inhale. Extend the left. Open up the left hip. Bend the left knee. Donkey kicks. Activation of those butt fibers. 3, 2, 1. Close the hip. Here we go with our taps. Curl around, protract, bring the left knee as close to the chest as possible, coming up on the right toes. Left knee, left elbow, tap. Inhale, center, extend. Curl around, protract. Left knee comes as close to the chest as possible. Tap the right elbow crease. Extend. 2 full rounds. Inhale, tap, and extend. Inhale, tap, and extend. Coming into a low lunge, curl around, protract, bring the left knee as close to the chest as possible, coming up onto the right toes, grab for seat, grip, ankle, shin, and lower down. Coming on the highest level, lovingly pulling that left hip back, maybe even opening up a little bit, going from side to side in the ankle joint. center, open the chest. Let this be nourishing and bring more of a dynamic approach to our flow in these different shapes that we make in our bodies. Coming back to the intention, that beautiful suggestion. How can we move, creating sustainable shapes, sustainable postures, movement patterns in our body, moving away from what is not accessible in this moment and becoming more aware of what is. Inhale forward, exhale back, and letting this be a philosophy for life. What is in our control and what is not? Reground the hands, tuck the toes of the right foot, and allow that left foot meet the right, press back, down dog. A little pulsation of the hip for 3. Micro bend the knees, release the weight ahead. 2 and 1. Let's come into our forearms, dolphin pose, stretching, lengthening the spine. Deep breath in, deep breath out. All the way back up, down dog, and then lower down once again, dolphin pose. Deep breath in, belly, ribs, clavicle bones. And release, coming back, down dog. Roll through, inhaling forward, exhaling back. Inhaling forward, exhaling back, activating that lymphatic drainage. That synovial fluid that builds up sometimes. Well, actually, even when we're sleeping, it builds up. So that's why this can be such a great transition to be in yoga practice right after work or any other time that's sedentary. Inhaling forward, half push up, inhale upward facing dog or cobra. Look over the right shoulder, inhale center, look over the left shoulder, inhale center, and roll back, downward facing dog. Walk your hands, light feet to the back of the mat. Heel toe, heel toe. If needed, you can grab for those blocks, micro bend the knees, inhale, flat back, exhale, fold forward, inhale, flat back, and exhale, fold forward. 2 more. Inhale, flat back, and exhale, fold forward. Last one. Inhale, flat back, exhale, fold forward. This time coming all the way up. Hinge from the hips, bend the knees, fingertips, arms out and up. Chair pose, and splash out of the water all the way up. Beautiful. Press the palms back together. Go ahead and bring your hands to prayer, coming to the third eye, honoring your mind, your thoughts, noticing, grazing your nose, honoring your sensory system, that sensory foraging you're talking about, honoring your mouth, the words that come out, bring it to your heart center, and noticing in this moment, how does your heart feel? Release the hands. Let's go ahead and do a little Panabandha. So heel, heel, big toe mound, pinky toe mound. Imagine playing the piano, the rest of the phalanges. Palms face away, mountain pose, back mat. Inhale, arms out and up. Palms touch, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, release. Go ahead and walk your hands like feet to the top of the mat. Plank pose. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, lean back. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, lean back. Inhale, lean forward, half push up, upward facing dog. Look over the right shoulder, back to center. Look over the left shoulder, back to center. And lower all the way down. Cobra pose, tabletop. Allowing the hips to go from side to side, creating that circular motion in the hips. Reversed. Keep breathing and noticing for 3 and 2 and 1. Go ahead and tuck the toes, protract the shoulders, lift the knees, bear pose, press back, downward facing dog, bend the knees out like a frog, look forward, release, down dog, bend the knees out like a frog, look forward, release, down, last one, bend the knees out like a frog, look forward, this time twerking motion, walking all the way to the top of the mat for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, flat back, arms, hands grabbing blocks all the way out and up. Palms, blocks touch. Okay, go ahead and face the long side of the mat. We're going to go ahead and place one block in between, grabbing for the other block, hinge from the hips, bend the knees, activation, isometric activation, and we're going to do a few reps. So all the way up, squeeze, 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 and release. Inhale up, squeeze, 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 and release. Two more, and then hold. Inhale and release. Last one, inhale and release. Final last one and hold. So squeezing and holding, breathing, smiling for the advance, and lower down. Shake it out. Go ahead and place the blocks in front of you. Let's increase some ankle mobility before we end our little power session here. So just allowing the toes, gentle pressing. Remember, dynamic as we're training the nervous system. We don't want to go into full throttle mode, especially because this wasn't a very sweaty warming of our muscles session. So we just want to take it easy, noticing the ways in which we can approach these different poses and backing away from what we feel that maybe we need to do in order to access it. And switch, increasing the ankle mobility, remembering that first joint rule. So anytime you move your body, what is the first joint that's going to be impacted? So if you're noticing sensation in the feet, then let's go ahead and stretch the ankle. Oh, beautiful. So that was our little power session, our little break in between the day. Go ahead and power down and notice. Notice the breath. And it's your stress number. Go ahead and take a comfortable seated position once again. Placing one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Let's go ahead and end with 3 rounds of diaphragmatic breathing. Or we'll inhale together for 4, hold for 4, and exhale for 4. Hold for 4 at the bottom. I'll count as you breathe. Feel free to soften your gaze and close your eyes. Inhale with me for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more rounds just like that. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. House round. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in fully. Exhale completely. May this practice heal and strengthen both our bodies and our minds. May this practice heal and strengthen both our bodies and our minds, honoring your body, your mind, your heart, in your time. You did it. I'm so proud of you. Forward fold and release. Until next time, light in me honors light in you.